Oh, yeah, that's right. Where's my... Oh, it's in my pocket. Gotta hook this up, too. Well, I don't really need this thing, but... I guess I could. What's happening, everybody? Okay. I was using the other one. Ah. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to the live. Put this right up there. I'll just dump it out. How's everybody doing, man? Let me just say, I had the most amazing breathwork session today. Wow. Wow, great. Got on my pants. Heck, that happened, but I better leave this right here. No, I've got on my seat too. Nice. How, I don't know. Clearly, it fell somehow. We're eating something different than usual, fam. Well, not usual, because I do eat this, but I haven't eaten it on a live stream with you all. So it is warm today. It is sunny. It is a marvelous day, and man, there's so much to be grateful for. There's so much to be grateful for. All right. Cool. For anybody watching, I'm having almond butter That's almond butter with some apples. Some Granny Smith apple. No, wait, I'm sorry. No, they're honeycomb apples. Have you ever had honeycomb apples? Oh my God. Wow. Not only did I put, does it have honeycomb apples, but there's cinnamon on it and some almond butter. And then I took this like French baguette and I crushed fresh garlic on it. So if you can see, there's a lot of garlic, let me tell you what. And there's some almond butter on it too. But like, if you can see, there's like tons of garlic I crushed. Like, I'm a big garlic fan. Like, here, that's better. You can see it now. Look at all that garlic, man. I'm going to definitely keep the vampires away. But let me tell you what, man. I am so excited for this next adventure. Try some Persian food, Max. I've never had Persian food, man. Maybe I have, but what is, like, tell me a little bit about Persian food, man. Do they have vegan stuff when it comes to Persian, like no meat? Because I don't eat meat. Pause. So I'm just wondering, if me, Joe, American. What's good, me, Joe? So I got about, maybe close to an hour. I could be live with you guys. unless a call comes in, then I got to go. And I do have a Zoom call to get to at 11 o'clock Eastern time. So, but I have a little bit of time, so we can chat about some things. And let me tell you what, man, like I said, I just got done doing some breath work, and that's why I titled it Breathing, because, man, it's like the more and more people I'm coming in contact with are starting to remind me again even more about how powerful the breath is. And I mean, granted, I've been doing breath work for like, I don't know how many, it's got to be since probably 2017, maybe even prior to that. And oh man, it's been life-changing for me, man. It's been just life-changing. It's and I just literally want to like just share it with every single person I come across, because it's changed my life, and I know that it's changed so many others that I'm just coming in contact with, other facilitators, other instructors, other people that do breath work and movement, like yoga and different things of that nature. Yes, they have food with no meat, like normie, shazi, that can be made with rice and vegetables. Oh, so what is normie? Can you describe what normie is and sabazi? I hope I pronounced it right. Oh, hell was that? Fly was trying to get to my food. So is it like, would you describe it as like more Mediterranean style? Man, what is up with the flies, dude? Coming in, trying to get my food, dude. It's the last thing I want because they'll stick to the almond butter. And welcome everybody to the live, man. How y'all doing, man? Where's everybody from? What's everybody up to on this amazing Wednesday? It is gorgeous out, man. If you have not gone in nature today, I highly advise you to because it is gorgeous. And just dance and sing and move your body and put your feet in the grass. It's warm here where I am, but it's also got this cool breeze to it. So it's like it's that balance of like warm and cool at the same time. So you're getting both, which is I love. And that's fall for you. That's fall. But man, let me just tell you guys, man. Oh, the power of the breath, man. So I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm planning to do. But there's something I'm planning to do. And we may vlog it. I don't know. And if we do vlog it, well, I guess I'll be my authentic self and real and just, hey man, if I cry, you know? But yeah, maybe I'll wait to talk to you guys about it. But it will be potentially in November. But anyway, let me get back to the power of the breath. Because, so I joined this class today, and it's a part of the facilitator training that me and Luna are eventually going to have. And oh my God, it just, first of all, it incorporated positive affirmations. It incorporated breathing, somatic movement, strength, talking to your body, which is some of the things that I talk about all the time, especially if there's a part of your body you're not happy with or you don't like. You know, we also sent energy there and spoke with that. This is the new era of the new human. Like, this was fully conscious mind, body, spirit connection, like connecting the mind, the body, and the spirit together, knowing that they're all one already, but we don't because, you know, the medical kind of deems like, oh, that's not a part of the body. It's outside your body. So it's not actually a part of the body. When in fact, it's all a part of the body and the mind and the soul. And what was so powerful about it, because it's taken me a lot of years of doing yoga and breath work and everything else to finally actually have an aha moment in this session when I actually realized that, so he had us do a squat, and then we squatted down even lower, but the hardest squat was like where you're almost like sitting in a chair. And I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about, but it was like you're not leaning up against the wall or anything. You're actually squatting and sitting like so low to the point where you're like, it's like you're positioned in a chair position. We did it. We held it for like 30 seconds. And yes, I felt my legs. Yes, they were burning. Yes, I felt my quads. Yes, it was all burning. And he just said, keep focusing on the breath, keep focusing on the breath. And it reminded me of taking an ice cold plunge. And what do you have to do when you ice cold plunge or take an ice cold shower? You have to focus on the breath. You have to come back to the breath. That's the key. And when you can just sit there and you can just, and I did, I just continued to focus on the breath. And the interesting thing that I was reminded by Spirit was when I used to work out 7 days a week and 3 hours a day, and I'd be pumping iron and everything else. It was all about the physical look. When in fact, when you do these movements, somatic movements, and just movement in general, and you do breath and movement, and you connect mind body with the soul, I'm gonna tell you what, man, your body just naturally gets in shape. You don't even have to worry about it. It's not like everybody's so worried about the amount of calories they take in and this and that and blah blah blah. But it's like when you are so in tune and in touch with your body. So then, like at moments, he had us, thank the different parts of our body, like our quads, because our quads were working very hard. So to actually touch the quads and thank them. Thank you for the what you did today. Thank you for always, allowing, what's the words that he used? I'm trying to remember. But thanking these different parts of your body, these muscles, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, it's listening. It always hears. But what do we always do? We oh, I don't like the way you look. I don't like this part of my body. You judge yourself. You compare yourself with everyone else. And there's no like love that you're giving to those parts of those aspects of the body. And that's like the key part of what he was doing in this practice. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Like this is going to take, and I already knew it ahead of time before I even like was guided to like be a part of this and learn it and get trained and certified, which is going to take almost a year with all the different levels. And then there's going to be even more beyond the year that they have you go through, so it's a long process, but this is like this is the new human. Because it's interesting, I've been guided to go to like yoga classes I've been going for months now, and it's very interesting that some of the classes that I go to at different places, teachers actually, oh, you're going to hate me after this position that you're going to do. You're going to hate me after this. It's like there's no positivity being spoken. There's no love being spoken to the body parts that you're using in these practices. Even when you go to the gym and you're doing curls, are you thanking that muscle part, that part of the body for doing what it's doing? No, most people, they criticize and they judge, including myself. I'm not someone sitting here saying I'm any different than anybody else. And yet, this is a practice that I know and I've talked about for countless times. And yes, sometimes I have to remind myself of it as well. And so when I make these videos for you all, I'm making it for myself too. I'm reminding myself, oh, wait, like pray over your food. Thank your food for, what it had to go through for you to be able to have it on the table and eat it. We don't do any of those things. Again, we weren't taught, and I don't judge anyone for where they're at, because quite honestly, man, we were all taught extremely crappy habits, and we weren't taught these things. Oh, pray over your food. Oh, thank your food for what it went through. Whatever you're eating, thank it. Be grateful and have gratitude for where you are and your roof over your head and all these different things. But we weren't. We were taught to complain about what we don't have, instead of being thankful for what we do have. Like, oh, I don't want to be living with this family member, like this sucks, but like before you know it, they won't be here anymore. And they'll be ascending on and transitioning on, and then it's too late. Like my dad, and I think I don't regret anything that I've ever done, but I do wish that I could have done certain things in different ways with my dad. But it was very difficult and challenging because he wasn't someone who was openly emotional and openly expressive. And if you were crying, he would, say, don't cry, man, you're going to get sick if you cry. And all, the opposite of what it actually can do for you, the opposite of how healing it is. Yeah, exactly. But you're not only thanking the Lord, you're not only thanking God, you're thanking the food too. And thank your body for being able to digest it. Thank your body for doing the things that it does for you every single day, man. Because let me just tell you guys one thing. The body agreed and contracted. So your body's conscious. I mean, if humanity doesn't understand this already, that our bodies are conscious and alive, I mean, how do you think our nails grow? How do you think like our hair grows? How do you think like you get a cut and it heals itself? Our body is alive and conscious. And it's putting up with a lot of crap and a lot of abuse from humanity, treating it in all kinds of ways. Oh, you can't be tired right now. We have to keep going, man. We got to make this money. We got to work. And and humanity is just pushing the body to the extreme, drinking energy drinks and caffeine and coffee and all these, putting so much processed foods in there. And yet the body is always trying to heal. The body is always trying to stay in balance. And it's like we abuse the heck out of our bodies. And then we wonder why something happens. How much love are you actually showing your body? How kind are you to your body and your cells? Again, I don't fault anybody because we weren't taught these things. And I really, truly hope that our curriculum at Rip into Light, the newer school that me and Luna are cultivating, I really hope that it really spreads around the world so that people can actually wake up and realize all of these things so that we can be advanced humans and superhuman and like not in fear and not worried about anything because we know our bodies have our back. We know the universe has our back. We know God is with us. We know we're being guided, led, and protected every step of the way. And there's nothing to be concerned about. And yet, it's going to take a lot of reprogramming of society. While the baddies, let's call them the baddies. That's what a lot of people are calling them. The dark energies, okay, that have like taken over the planet for thousands of years, which is now changing back into the hands of humanity. It's all switching back to us. And we're going to have more than we ever could have imagined and wished for. Because we're eradicating all of this and we're learning what we need to do and how we need to do it and what the good things are. Oh man, I've been like listening to this and this has been programming me in a certain way. Oh yeah, like I shouldn't really be listening to this, I shouldn't be watching this. It's programming your subconscious, and I know that every single one of you on here, and anyone watching the replay, there's no accident that you're here. You've been asking for this. You know, you've been asking for this, whether you are awake or and aware of it or not. It could be unconscious. You've been asking for these messages so that you can be led and guided on the right path. You know, and there's no accident that anyone finds me in Luna's channel or any of our platforms that we're on, or even our website. And we're assisting and leading humanity into the new earth. You know, yes, we're going to have to relearn so many things. Okay. And trust and believe, I still get frustrated and I still get angry. And, you know, I go to yoga and I'm like, oh God, I should be way farther along than this. And, you know, all these things that our ego comes up with in our heads, you know, everybody goes through it, you know, but the fact of the matter is we're relearning now. So we were completely taught. If you've been here for several decades on this planet, you've been taught completely the wrong way to live, to be. Not everybody, because there is people that learned very young. And there's others of us that have not, and that need to create new habits. And yes, it can be frustrating. Yes, it is frustrating. The ego doesn't want to hear that. Okay. And, you know, but it's time that, you know, you step up, I step up, we all step up. And that's how we change the world. That's how we're changing the planet. That's how we're cultivating a new way of being, a new way of living. Community. Listen, man, if you guys ever heard of Gaia TV, me and Luna have got to watch this. I can't wait to talk with her because I'm gonna tell her about it. We have to watch this series together. But there's a new series on Gaia, and it's called, if you've ever heard of Gaia TV, and if you're not new to the spiritual journey or path, then you are well familiar with Gaia TV. And they have a new series called Something Utopia. And yeah, I caught it when I was turning it on this morning. I didn't watch it, but I saw the trailer, and when I was looking for, I was searching for my mantra. I do like a mantra every morning that I practice that reprograms and rewires the neural pathways in my brain. And I've been doing it for several years now. I happened to stumble on this new series. And man, is it neat. It's just going to show you how we're all coming back to oneness, unity, consciousness, realizing that we're not separate anymore. Realizing we're not, you know, divided and separated. If you guys are wondering what this is, it's apples. It's honeycomb apples, which are freaking amazing. And then it's almond butter. And then I crushed fresh garlic, like a lot of garlic on this. If you can see, it's like just all garlic. And apples and garlic are a really good detox. They're really good for when you want to cleanse and detox your body. and garlic, like garlic and apples together. It's really good. But this is like, I mean, you could see this big chunk of garlic in the front. Look at that. I think you can see it now. Yeah. Sorry if I'm like putting it in your face, but the sun is like really strong and it's kind of like, you know, not easy to, I can't really see the screen too much because it's so bright. I can see the chat a little bit. Yeah, it's strong. Whoa. That's a big, you can, oh yeah, that garlic is strong. And it's super fresh, man. This is like such a good batch of garlic I got. Because the last one was like rotted really quick. Anyway. We're moving in to a new age, a new era, the golden age, the age of love, the Aquarian age. There's so many words used for it. But this is the time, man. This is the time for us to step into the truth of who we are, our authentic selves. Like, really be your authentic self. We honestly don't have a choice anymore. It's like people can pick up almost right away whether you're being authentic or not. And a lot of us, I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to use this line. He would say all the time. And he would say, and I'm sure a lot of people listening can relate. And if you do, drop it in the comments and say you do, and you remember that. Because it was so common for people to say, oh, I'm going to fake it till I make it. And I remember my dad even telling me that he did that. And he got called for an interview of a job. I don't know. This probably was in like the 70s or something. Maybe even earlier than that, 60s maybe, I don't know. And he called the manager on the payphone, and I remember him telling me that he pretended to like know what he was talking about, and he studied up on what the job was about and everything, but he really never did it. And he pretty much just faked it, and he got the job. And it's like, I remember throughout my childhood and young adulthood, that was the common theme. Like, people would do, they would pretend or essentially fake it till they make it. Like, oh yeah, I know how to do this, but like, I mean, it's funny because now that they just showed me when I was in middle school, I was playing, I was in the school band, and there was a couple things I faked in school, but I was playing the alto sax, and in a school band, and I pretended like I was playing it. I actually wasn't, and if I did, I was blowing into it, but not actually really playing with everybody else because I didn't know how, and I wasn't catching on to it. So it was like I was basically just faking it throughout the entire, like, that grade and that class. And most of the classes I did in school, I was faking it, pretending that I knew what I was doing. Math, all of it. I didn't know. I couldn't understand it. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. I couldn't even do the math problems and all these different things in these classes. And I just pretended my way through. I did it in my light, and it's interesting that Luna, she does sign language. And funny thing is, I took sign language when I was in high school, and I remember getting on stage and literally pretending that I was signing the song that I was supposed to sign for the class, and it was a Bush song. Oh yeah, I remember. They just told me it's Glycerine. If anybody remembers the song Glycerine from Bush, I had to sign that song in class, in sign language class, and I just faked it. So it was like most people were doing that because that's where the collective was at the time. And now we're at a point where we can't do that anymore. We have to be our authentic selves. And a lot of us, our jobs that we came here to do, and I call it a job, but it's not really a job. Our purpose and mission for why we're here is beginning to come online. A lot of us are being activated because now is the time. Gray Wolf, what's good, brother? Now is the time. I got garlic on my shirt. So like, if you felt like for most of your life you've been in dormancy or waiting, you've been like a waiting period or a holding pattern or something of that sort, and you do resonate with being a light worker and a starseed, your time is now. Got to make sure my phone's not overheating because it's getting really hot. The sun is like baking on the window. I'm probably going to just end the live in a few minutes because either that or it's probably going to end for me because yeah, the sun is like, I meant to put like a visor behind it, but I didn't. Yeah, my phone's definitely overheating, so I don't want you guys to just get dropped off. But if you haven't already, man, tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. I appreciate you all a lot. You have no idea. This last week has been just unbelievable for us on YouTube, and our messages are getting spread far and wide. And I just want more people to realize that you're not alone in this. And join our YouTube channel, subscribe to all our social media platforms. They're all at Daren and Luna. Follow, sign up for our free newsletter because, you know, we're here to lead humanity through this, you know, and assist you in remembering who you are, why you're here, what you came here to do, all of those things. And I don't ever want anyone to feel like they're alone in this ascension process, in the awakening. I know a lot of people are waking up right now. They're having massive wake ups, and they're starting and beginning to question everything. And I don't want you to think that it's something you have to do alone, or you have to be in silence with it like I did and like Luna did, and so many of us. We had to just silence ourselves because no one else understood it. Let me see if I put the visor down, if that'll help. I've got a... so yeah, basically, you know, millions and thousands per day, thousands and millions are waking up per day, and they're beginning to question their entire life. And I know what that feels like, and I know what it felt like to not have anybody when you're going through that. And that's one of the biggest aspects of what I'm doing and why we're creating the newer school, but also a lot of other things that encompass it as well. But remembering who you are, remembering these things, these different things like breath work, that we have it within us, remembering that God is within us, remembering all these things that we have forgotten and we've become distant from due to the distractions and the things that are playing out in the 3D. Don't think that it's not purposefully done, that to keep you really distracted in debt and all these different things. It's intentional, because then you're easily controlled and easily in fear. So So I know that my intention and my purpose is to assist and to help and to share these amazing gifts that have helped me and helped so many. And I'm just another voice that can share it to the world and bring it out to the masses. So, like I said, man, join us on our adventure, the awakening adventure. Because let me tell you what, man, the rest of October and November is going to be a rocker, to say the least. That's mildly saying it. So, thank you, Grey Wolf. I appreciate that, man, a lot. More than you know, my friend. And like I said, man, follow us on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. Sign up for our free newsletter at our website, www.darenandluna.com. You'll get notified what we're doing and when we're doing certain things and all of that jazz. And, you're not alone in this, man. We never have been. We never will be. They've made us believe that we are. They've created separation and divide to essentially get us to be separate and divide. So we're arguing and fighting and we're gaslighting each other, when in fact we are so powerful and we have the tools right within ourselves, right here within us. All. You don't need anything outside of you. Yes, it's nice to have. Yes, it's amazing to have your significant other, your partner, to do it with. Yes, it's amazing to have your family go with you. Yes, it's amazing for all these things, but you don't need any of it. You are so freaking powerful and courageous for being here right now during this massive shift. It is so hard. And the souls that are waiting to come in, there's lines of them waiting for your spot, for you to check out and for them to come in. I can tell you, millions of souls want to come and be a part of this, and you're here and you get to be a part of it. What a gift. What a gift. Be grateful just for that. The opportunity that there is limited bodies to inhabit, to be in this, and that you got to do it. And when you leave and your soul leaves, man, you're going to be like, oh my God, I got to be a part of this. And this is something that will never happen again in the way that it's happening, ever. And you, my friends, get to be a part of it. I'm getting chills and tingly because it's I'm so grateful, man, to do it with you all. I'm so grateful to be here and be a part of this all with you all. And listen, man, it's all happening in divine timing. It's all divinely orchestrated, perfectly perfect. There's no accidents in any of it. And we all get to be here and a part of it. And I'm telling you what, man, this is nothing as to what it's going to be like when we move through this aspect of it. This is nothing, and it's just a blip. It's so quick, and it's it will go by like the blink of an eye, and we're going to be in the golden age. And we're going to have all our gifts and our abilities and harness them. And we're going to have all our gifts and abilities, and everything is going to be available to us. So it's just listen, man, it's a process, and it's all divinely orchestrated and all divinely timed. God is at the helm, man, and setting the stage for this beautiful, massive, evolutionary shift in human consciousness, the Great Awakening, the Age of Love. And you're here and you get to be a part of it because your soul chose to. Every single one of us chose to be here right now to be a part of this. And man, it's amazing. It's truly a blessing. It's truly one of the most magnificent gifts is being alive right now. If you haven't already, man, tap that like button, everybody. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. I love you all, man, from the bottom of my heart. And I can't really see the screen because the sun is way too bright. But since this is a shorter live, I may come on later today, but I have some things I need to take care of. So we'll see what happens. I'm not promising anything, but I definitely wanted to come on for a short period of time and just, I had some wisdom to bring through for you all, man. Because trust and believe, man, we are going through it right now. And there is nothing like what we are going through. And it is going to be amazing. Yes, things are looking really horrific out there. But don't focus on that, man. Focus on what you want to create in the world. Focus on positivity, because when you do that, man, you're taking your attention and energy away from these things that are being infused with all this fear and energy. And what do you think is happening? Because attention is the most powerful thing that we have. And whatever you focus your attention on, you're giving it energy, you're amplifying it, you're keeping it alive. So the more you feed into these things that are on the news, the more you feed into the things that are being shown to the world, the more you're giving it life. And you're keeping it alive. And I'll give this one example, and then I'm going to head out of here. I don't know if you guys knew and heard of a guy named Matt Lauer. I don't know, maybe you have heard of him recently. But I'm going to tell you what, I used to watch him on the Today Show religiously. And then he got into some whole scandal of like touching women and blah, blah, blah in his like, workplace. Well, they ended his contract and they got rid of him. And then all of a sudden, little by little, man, I heard less and less of him. As more and more of, and again, I don't listen to tabloids or anything that could be talking about him there. I have no idea. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't even hear about the guy anymore from anyone. I don't hear anybody even bring up his name, for that matter. And why? Because humanity, what's the scope? What are those things called? Scopes, like, damn, I forgot the name of it. The things you look at the stars with. They've taken that lens off of him. So the energy has been pulled away. So what happens? Like, he's gone. He just disappears. And now there's so much talk about the president and Trump and all this stuff, and there's so much attention on it and all the things that they're showing, because they want your attention on it. Because when your attention's on it, the more people that it's like here's another example: a restaurant. When people stop going to a restaurant, what happens? The restaurant eventually closes, or the store. There's no more energy being given to it, so it just goes bye. It's gone. It just disappears. So this is how it works, and this is the one thing that they know they have on humanity, but not for very long anymore, because the end of this entire matrix, the end of the way things have been, is collapsing, is dismantling, is going bye. And the more and more people wake up, and this is the thing they don't want you to do. They don't want you to wake up. They don't want you to realize it. They want you to stay in the spell so that they can control you by your attention. Focus your attention here. This will keep this alive. We'll keep this going. Then humanity starts to realize and be like, oh, wait, this is not where I want my attention going. This is an enslavement. Like, I don't want to be focusing on this. Like, what the hell? Like, life, what have I been doing for 30-something years? I've been a slave. What in the hell have I been doing? And you actually wake up and you realize it, and you start questioning everything, and you say, there's got to be more to life than I've been told. And then you snap out of that spell, and then you can't be controlled any longer. You can't be in fear. You can't be controlled. This is what they don't want to happen. So I'm here to help wake you up out of that spell, to snap you out of it, so to speak, me and Luna. I love you all, man, from the bottom of my heart. That was straight from God, y'all. That message came straight from God. I could have kept going, but he just stopped it, the transmission. I love you all, man, from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to get going. I only have a few minutes left before I have to get on this meeting with God. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Take care of yourselves and each other. From my heart to yours. I will see you in the next live, in the next video, or somewhere around the world. Until then, let's go. I love you all. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment, man. Share this video out to anybody you know who has woken up a long time ago, who is just waking up, or somebody in between, man. Share this out. They need to hear this message today. I love you all. Share it with your family, your friends. Share it with everyone you know, and like and subscribe and comment, and follow us on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. And go to our website, sign up for our free newsletter at www.darenandluna.com. You can also join our membership platform. We're on School, and we're cultivating a beautiful community of like-minded individuals where I can teach and Luna can teach things that we can't talk about here. We're going to have community. We're going to have prayer circles. We're going to have sound and drumming circles. We're going to have light language activations and crystalline soul healing and breath work and all these different things. Join us, man, for only $26. If you feel called, you don't have to. I'm telling you, for whoever wants to. I love you all. I'll see you soon. All our information will be below the video. Take care. I love you all, man. Get outside, get in nature, and hug a tree. Let's go.